My name is Emily, and I want to tell you my incredible story. I never thought I would have to go through something like this, but it happened. My husband kicked me out of our home. We met when I was still a student. He was a few years older, a successful businessman, and I was charmed by him. He treated me beautifully, and I quickly fell in love. We got married a year after we met. I dropped out of school and became a homemaker. I dedicated all my time to taking care of our home and family. I cooked, cleaned, did laundry, and looked after the kids. Michael was very busy with work, and he appreciated everything I did. He used to say I was the best wife in the world. But over time, everything changed. Michael started spending more and more time at work. He often came home late at night or didn't come home to sleep. I began to feel lonely and unneeded. I tried to talk to Michael, but he brushed me off. He said he was just busy and I needed to understand. One day, Michael came home late in the evening and saw that I hadn't had time to prepare dinner. He was very upset and started yelling at me. He said I was a terrible wife, and he was tired of my inability to fulfill my duties. I was deeply upset and started crying. I told Michael that I was doing my best, but he didn't want to see it. Michael continued yelling at me, and eventually he kicked me out of our home. He said I could return when I learned to be a good wife. I didn't know what to do. I went to my parents. They were devastated by what had happened and offered me a place to stay. I spent several days with my parents, and gradually I began to regain my strength. I realized I couldn't allow Michael to treat me that way. I decided not to return to him. I found a job and started living independently. I was happy to finally be free from Michael's control. I met a new man who loved and respected me. We got married, and we had a daughter. I will never forget how my husband kicked me out of our home. It was the most challenging experience of my life. But I endured, and I became stronger. My days at my parents' house became a time of self-discovery and reevaluating my values. I started exploring my interests and passions, which had been put on hold due to family responsibilities. I realized I had talents and abilities to develop. I resumed my education, feeling more confident and independent. Throughout all this time, I stayed in touch with my new family, my second husband, and our daughter. They were a source of support and love. My new husband, David, always respected and valued me. We faced numerous challenges together and built a happy family. We understood the importance of mutual support and respect in a family. Time flew by, and our daughter had grown a few years older. She had grown into a smart and independent girl, and we were proud of her. My story served as a lesson for her, and she knew she should never allow anyone to treat her unfairly.